Good evening, 110. So this is, as I have said, no, this is the video lectures that I'll be sending to our communications, para mag-proceed tayo dun sa topic. But this topic is with the reference for your capstone. No, I'll be reviewing some of the items about the globalization. So basically, I'll be discussing this to lead you what is the concept of sustainability. Kasi doon nagsimula yung sustainability in the reference to globalization. So for the lesson one, I'll be discussing the history of globalization. Anyway, I'll be sending two lectures today, and then afterwards, I'll be sending also Google Forms to answer the following questions given. Okay, ready? So basically, this is the history of globalization. Um, this is about the targets of one, tracing the historical map of globalization. So tingnan natin kung ano yung saan nagmula at bakit ba magkaroon ng globalization. Hindi naman siya basta-basta nag-exist, but basically it doesn't mean to globalize thing, but it happens, no? Nagkaroon ng mga globalized items, globalized ideas, and globalizations and innovations. So we are going to trace, no, the historical map of globalization. Number two, we are going to analyze the factors on the development of the globalization. Saan ito nagmula, ano, at saan ito lumago, no? At paano ito nagkaroon ng idea ng globalization. Number three, we're going to create historical timeline illustrating the development of globalization in the Philippines. I might give you an activity of graphic organizer leading to the creation of the historical timeline regarding globalization. Okay? So those are the targets. Anyway, let's have a warm-up questions regarding the lecture. Okay? You just write in your scratch paper or have it in your mind whether the question lies, if it's true or false. Number one, Silk Road. I know you know something about the Silk Road, which I discussed before, no? The Silk Road. No? So number one question, Silk Road is an international road that traverses Europe, Asia, Africa, and America. What is the answer? You just write it down or have it in your mind. Anyway, this is just a warm up. Basically, the Silk Road, no, the term instead refers to a network of routes used by traders for more than 1500 years, from when the Han Dynasty of China opened trade in 130 BC until 1453 CE. So basically, the Chinese actually discovered, no, the routes going far beyond from their territories. Nagpunta pa ito sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa. No? Naging malaganap ito dahil ito ay naging nahiram na rin ng mga iba pang traders yung kanilang trade routes or the network of routes. So yan ang tinatawag na Silk Road. Why is it Silk Road? Well, silk is ano yan, no? Na yan yung nagmula yan sa mga Chinese na a type or a form of textile na napaka-suits, napakadulas at napakagaang sa sa pakiramdam. Yan ang tinatawag na silk. Silk. Kaya tinatawag siyang Silk Road. Basically, ito yung no, yung ruta. So from China, traversing to India, to Persia, Arabia, Europe, and then going somewhere. Actually, this is only a road, no? As an expectation of road na kung saan dumaan. Pero nagsanga-sanga pa ito, no? At na-trace ito ng history na in a different areas, in not only in Persia but also in different parts of Mediterranean, ay ano siya, no, napadpad ang mga traders and Chinese as well as in India. That will be the red, no, the red, that is the Silk Road. Now the blue one is actually, no, ito naman yung tradings. ah, ang ginamit ay yung katubigan, no, yung tubig. So same thing, no, yung China nag-travel, etc., etc. At hanggang sa nakarating ito sa bahagi ng Europe. Okay? So in our answer, Silk Road is an international road that traverses Europe, Asia, Africa, and America. The answer is false. Wala siya masyado sa Amerika, no? Given in the map, nag-traverse lang ito doon sa Middle East, the Mediterranean area, at saka sa Egypt, papuntang bahagi ng Europe, but not in America. Okay? Second question, the Renaissance is the age through which the focus on subject of interest shifted from gods to human. The Renaissance. Have it in your mind, is it true or false? Well, the Renaissance, called as rebirth, it is a period of European cultural, artistic, political, and economic. Rebirth following the Middle Ages. So after the Middle Ages, nagkaroon ng mga enlightenment, no? Yung tinatawag na pagsilang ng muli or the rebirth. Saan si isinilang, no? Yung kaisipan, no? Kaisipan ng art, political, economic, lahat yan ay nagkaroon sila ng kaliwanagan na the discovery and exploration of the new continents like that, no? The geopolitics of the discovery and the colonization of new continents and islands. Renaissance yan. The decline of the feudal system and the growth of commerce and the invention or application of such potentiality. Powerful innovation as paper, printing, the mariner's compass, and the gunpowder. Diyan nagsimula yan, ano? What is this enlightenment? They discover, they think of another idea or alternative ways para mapabilis yung kanilang mga trabaho. At ito ay nagpasimula noong nagkaroon ng pagpasok ng pag-iisip na kailangan natin mag-isip. The Renaissance. Akala natin nung high school yung Renaissance is only for the art, no? But also in political and social. Okay? Ito yung simbolo, no? Yung drawing, no? Okay, ayan na. Basically, in the Renaissance, no, the focus of their enlightenment was the main philosophy is humanism. What is humanism? Lahat ng bagay na nakatuon sa kalinangan ay nakapunto doon sa tao, humanism. Paano yung nakapunto sa tao, no? Pinagmulan ng tao, kagandahan ng tao, kabanalan ng tao, at saka na different aspect of humanism. That's why in art, no, itong ano, no, pinapakita yung